Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Sunday, April 27th, and this is my full top-down analysis for the pound US dollar. If you haven't done so yet, definitely do check out my free Discord channel, which is linked down here in the corner at the end of the video. And make sure to check out my website, fxpipcollector.com. Watch the video on the home screen to learn more. So on the monthly time frame, just like regular dollar analysis, I think we are definitely going up for either an ABC or WXY. The pound dollar definitely looks more like an ABC because this looks like a trend. So it looks to me like an expanding ABC because it made three waves down with a lower high, lower high. So you got and five waves up, you got three waves down, lower high. That should lead to more than likely five waves up like this, making a higher high than the wave A. But overall, I think it is a downtrend, and I think overall it will continue to downtrend. But this is the monthly time frame, so just think of how long it's going to take for this to go up, take out the high of wave A before it starts to move to the downside. It's definitely probably going to take at least this whole year and probably a good chunk of next year. So going down to the weekly time frame, this is where you can see that we have the end of a correction right here. We have a nice uptrend right here. We definitely do not have any reason to say 100% that we are going down in any significant way. And any move that we do see to the downside, we have to realize is almost definitely just a correction to the uptrend because of these higher time frame analysis. So going down to the daily time frame. So on the daily, there's a few things going on here. First of all, we got what I would consider a very nice five ways up. And we are back into the territory of the wave B. Now, most wave A's or wave 1s do end around the high of the previous wave B or the high of the previous wave 4 if you're talking about a trend. So there is a pretty good chance, I think, that we're going to make a pullback either to this last five ways up or we're going to make a pullback to the whole trend. If it's a pullback to the whole trend, then it probably will take out the low of wave 4. If it's a pullback just to this last wave, then it'll probably only go down to maximum to 78% before it keeps on trending up. So taking it down to the 4 hour time frame, I think that we're already in this correction. I mean, even the wave five to me has five waves. Yes, we haven't broken structure yet, but I think this is going to end up stretching out. Eventually, probably look at something like this, and like that. And then potentially continuing up, making an ABC correction. Or if it really is a correction to the whole five waves, like I was explaining on the daily, like a correction to the whole push up, then potentially it could turn into a much, much bigger move, maybe even look something like this before it actually continues up. Either scenario, I think it's going to be an ABC correction. It's just whether it's a correction to the whole five waves up or whether it's a correction to just these last five waves up right here. Either scenario, it should be some sort of an ABC correction. Now, if you take it down to the sort of time frames, this is where you start thinking, okay, well, maybe it could keep going up. But I think more than likely it's not going to make a new high. I think the high is already in. I think this could even end up stretching out, maybe even look at something like this over the next week or so, making like a downtrend for the wave A. And this is just going to be an A of an ABC correction, just like I showed on the 4 hour and the daily time frame. Like I said, the question is it a correction to this last five ways up? Or is it a correction to the daily time frame five ways up? Time will have to tell on that. I think depending on how big this downtrend is, it should tell us. Because if it makes a big downtrend like this, then it's probably a correction to the whole move on the daily. If it makes a much smaller correction, maybe something like this, and then turns up, then I would say, okay, well, that's just a correction to these last five waves right here. So we'll just have to see what the market tells us over the next couple of weeks about whether or not this is a big old giant wave two that would potentially last several weeks, or whether it's a smaller ABC like this, which would potentially maybe end this week and maybe even end up continuing the uptrend again. So anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching and happy trading.